Happy Friday, friends. Jeremy here with our weekly check-in with all things happening at St. Paul's United Methodist Church. I want to say a few things specific to our season, remind you of some invitations about some special events we have on the horizon, and talk a little bit about some end-of-the-year things in ways that you can help support your church. First and foremost, thank you for being a part of worship the last 2 weeks. We've had a wonderful time together. We will continue in our worship series, Holding On to Hope, as we have been looking at specific characters within the nativity story, within the birth narrative, some people call it, and ask the questions of our scriptures of how did these particular folks hold on to hope. We've spent some time talking about Mary, the mother of Jesus. This last week we talked about Joseph, Jesus' earthly father, and in this week we're going to talk about a neat interaction which appears consistently in Advent of Mary's visit with her cousin Elizabeth. And so we'll talk a little bit about that and about what we can learn from their example and their experience together as they were both with child and in a state of expectant hope. So we'll dive a little bit deeper into that on worship on Sunday, so I pray you can be with us. I do want to remind you of two really important things I would like for you to consider inviting folks to. The first is our special service this Advent season called Hope in the Night. That's going to happen next Saturday, so a week from tomorrow, if you're getting this on Friday, a week from tomorrow on the 21st, 6 p.m. In our sanctuary. And Hope in the Night is a special service specifically designed for holding space with those for whom the holidays are a difficult season, for any number of reasons. For some, it may be grief, it may be loss. Others, it may be pain, it may be anxiety. It may just be anger. It may be frustration. It may just be that they're in a place of deconstructing their own faith, and things about this season land on them a little differently this year. This service is specifically for those folks. So I pray that you would seriously pray about two things. First, if that's where you are, come. And that's okay. Come. Experience that and hold space with others that may be in a difficult place this season. And secondly, pray about those that you may know. Folks that you may come in contact with, your family members, your friends, perhaps coworkers or neighbors that you can invite to this service, that you may know that they are in a particular space where what we're planning to do and hold space with them would be a benefit to them. We're calling it, like I said, Hope in the Night, a service of comfort and peace. And secondly, another invitation is, of course, our Christmas Eve service, which will have communion and candlelight and that beautiful service that many of you have come to expect from St. Paul's. A lot of the traditional elements that you come to expect. Our children will be involved. Of course, we'll have wonderful music, some great liturgy, and it will be a beautiful traditional time as we prepare for the Christmas season. That will happen Christmas Eve at 6 p.m. And so it's a great opportunity to invite folks that may not be regular attenders to church. It's a beautiful service that we do really, really well at St. Paul's, and I'm grateful. Lastly, we're looking here just in a couple weeks to close out our fiscal year at St. Paul's. I first just want to say thank you. Thank you for the so many of you that have grown in your faithfulness and your generosity towards your church. We have been working all year to help close the gap of some of our deficits between income and expenses, and we are trending in a good direction. If you were in worship a couple weeks ago, William Gellner, our chair of finance, shared with you some of those growth numbers. We still have work to do. I'm not going to lie to you. In the coming months and years and weeks, we still want to continue to grow and help close that gap. The reason I bring it up at the end of the year is because you may be considering an end of year charitable donation. And if you are interested in making an additional donation, whether it be cash or whether it be through stock or through any of your investments, we would welcome that. We want to make sure that you know that we are equipped and ready to do that. So just reach out to us in the office and we will help make that happen. And so we appreciate your continued faithfulness. And if you're considering an end of the year gift, we would be very, very grateful. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Hope to see you guys in worship this Sunday, as well as in the coming weeks as we have some special services together. Grace and peace to you all.